Welcome, everyone. I hereby call the December 16th, 2024 Planning Commission to order at 6 p.m. Madam Clerk, would you please do a roll call?
Commissioner Glenn,
Here.
Commissioner Allen,
Here.
Commissioner Cohn,
Here.
Commissioner Shane,
Here.
Commissioner McCabe,
Here.
Commissioner Fernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Scoggin.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay, moving to approval of agenda. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda? Okay, hearing and seeing none, is there any objection to approving the agenda as written? Okay, the agenda is approved. All right. If you would all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Doug, would you lead us, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Moving to the consent agenda, the only thing we have on the consent agenda are the regular meeting minutes for December 2nd, 2024. Are there any additions or changes to the consent agenda? Any objection to approving as written? Hearing, seeing none, the consent agenda is approved. Okay, at this time, we will move to audience participation. Members of the audience may speak regarding any topic that is not on the agenda for public hearing. If anyone on the phone wishes to speak, please press star 3. We also have a sign-in sheet. We'll start, is there anyone on the phone? Okay. Is there anyone in attendance here who would like to? All right. Is there any objection to closing the audience participation? We are moving right along tonight. Okay, if there's no objection, was there anyone on the sign-in sheet? No. Okay, audience participation is closed. Moving to public hearing quasi-judicial matters. Resolution 24-33. A conditional use permit in accordance with MSB 17.17 Denali State Park Special Land Use District for the construction and operation of an RV campground resort within the park's boundaries. The site is located at milepost 135.7 at 4852 North Parks Highway. Tax ID number Uniform 04998-000 Lima 02-4. Applicant Tim Alley. PE for First Colony Developers, and staff is Peggy Horton. Now, for the planning commissioners, do you or any member of your immediate family have a substantial financial interest in any property affected by this decision, or will you recognize a foreseeable profit as a result of this decision? All have said no. Have you received or otherwise engaged in ex parte contact with the applicant, appellant, or other interested parties, or members of the public concerning the application either before, during, or after this matter was submitted for decision? All have indicated no. Are you able to be impartial in this decision? All have indicated yes. Thank you. Okay, so at this time, Ms. Horton, would you like to proceed?
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Peggy Horton, and I'm a current planner with the Development Services Division in this borough. Staff has recently identified an issue with the public noticing for this project. To ensure the necessary and thorough outreach, we strongly recommend the Planning Commission consider postponing the adjudication of this project until January 6th of 2025. This delay will allow staff to mail new notices to reach the necessary number of property owners in the area and beyond. According to the Denali State Park Special Land Use District Code, MSB 17.17, notices must be mailed to property owners within 600 feet of the subject parcel or to the owners of the 5 tax parcels closest to the property, whichever is the greater number of persons. To better fulfill this requirement, we have prepared an expanded mailing that covers all property owners within 3.5 miles of the subject property. This mailing will go to all the owners of private inholdings within the southern portion of Denali State Park SPUD. We are prepared to send out these updated notices this week. We've received comments asking us to also notify a few community councils, even though the subject property is outside their boundaries. Our team is happy to email them and keep them in the loop. And so with that, we recommend that you postpone this this hearing until January 6th of 2025. Thank you.
Are there any questions? Okay, thank you.
Yes, I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Peggy, you met the requirements the borough has for the mail out, but yet why are we going to the 3.5
So,
now? Is it just
The notices went out to 2 property owners. They happen to be the same owner, 2 properties, but the same owner. And then one of the other notices went to the owner of the subject property. So that means one less went to another property owner. And so in our eyes, we did not meet the requirements in our operations policies. We have not met that requirement of noticing enough property owners. So we would like you to postpone the hearing date so that we can get more input from the public.
Go ahead.
Commissioner Shane, through the chair. So this is to just meet a number? I mean, are we actually, seems like we're stretching out quite a good ways, which in Alaska, we have sometimes where property owners could be, to find the amount of people could be, I mean, not even in the same affected area. Are we in violation then if we do not postpone? Is that my understanding?
It makes it an appealable decision if you decide to move forward. And that would only delay the project even more. It would go on the BOAA's calendar, and we appreciate that not happening. It takes a lot more government to run, that kind of thing, other than just postponing it until January 6th.
Commissioner McCabe, I
Go
have a
ahead.
question. Is the petitioner for the CUP in agreement with your request that we delay?
They did agree on the phone. If you'd like to hear from them, they're here. But I'd rather we just postpone it.
Peggy, do you say they're here?
They are here.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from them. Thank you.
Okay, this is Jason Ortiz, Deputy Director of Planning and Land Use. The moment you start asking for people to speak, you're going to be deciding whether or not you're going to open a hearing or not. And the moment you open a hearing, you're going to have 30 days to make a decision. I'm going to let counsel here speak.
Yeah, my name is Shannon Beaudelet. For the record, I'm assistant borough attorney. I'm here on behalf of staff tonight, so I'm in an advocate position, and I apologize, Mr. Ortiz, but I do believe it would be appropriate for them to hear from staff on the limited issue on whether or not they oppose the continuance without opening the public hearing. I think that's okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions first for staff? Okay. Commissioner Glenn, you have questions of the applicant?
No, I'll go ahead and stand down on that.
Okay. Are there any questions for the applicant?
This is Commissioner Allen. Not a question, but just to say that when it comes to notice requirements like this, I think we are wise to sort of err on the side of caution with something like this, for exactly the reason that Ms. Horton pointed out. Why make an appealable issue? If all we're asking for is a relatively short delay till after the holidays, I think it's a reasonable request and we should grant it. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Commissioner Shane, so I just have a comment, and that is as much as I don't prefer to see delays for what I would consider potentially unnecessary issues, given the fact that we've moved this from something that could stand to something that could be appealable, which could waste even more time and cause more headache for someone applying for a permit. It would probably, unfortunately, would be best to postpone. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Okay.
And
ahead.
I'd like to make a motion that we postpone Resolution 2433.
Is there a second?
Commissioner McCabe, I'll second it.
Okay. And the date to postpone to?
Is that February? January the 6th.
Okay. There's a motion made to postpone Resolution 24-33 by Commissioner Glenn, seconded by Commissioner McCabe, to January 6th. Is there any objection? Hearing, seeing none, Resolution 24-33 has been postponed to January 6th. Okay. One thing I did not see on the agenda, which I probably should have mentioned, was the positions for chair and vice chair. I believe we were supposed to have had that on there. Is that correct? Go ahead.
So that will be the first meeting of January because we are getting a new commission member.
Okay, very good. All right, well then, at this time, we will go to director and commissioner comments. So we will start with Commissioner Glenn.
No comment. Thank you.
Commissioner McCabe, I just want to recognize and thank Commissioner Shane for his service and wish him well in his move into the school board realm. Thank you. And have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Commissioner Scoggins.
Yeah, I have no comment.
Okay, we're going to leave you last, sorry. Okay, Commissioner Fernandez.
Just good luck, Mr. Shane. Do well. And happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.
Go ahead.
All the
Commissioner
best,
Allen.
Commissioner Shane, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
All right, Commissioner Shane.
I feel like I should have prepared a speech or something with the holidays around. It's been a pleasure to serve the community in this capacity as your commissioner for District 4. With the challenges of being elected to school board, I felt it best to be able to concentrate all my efforts towards there. But I would say that it doesn't go without. I've really appreciated my time here. I've really enjoyed it. I've been grateful for staff. You guys have done an amazing job. Peggy, you do such a great job presenting all of these cases for us and outlining everything. And so thank you very much. To all my colleagues up here on the dais, it's been a pleasure serving with all of you, and look forward to hopefully still bumping paths with you from time to time. And yeah, I guess that's it. Happy holidays to everyone, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Commissioner Shane, and ditto to everyone else. Happy holidays, and enjoy the time with your family.
Okay, and I would also like to just say thank you, Commissioner Shane, for all that you've done. You have been a wealth of information and have been great to work with, and we're going to miss you. And wish you very well on school board. Everyone else, Merry Christmas, and we will see you in the future next year. Have a good night. This meeting's been adjourned at 6:15.